Oh, hi, welcome to my class. If this was a real class, I'd come over and shake your hand. Since it's not an open forum and it's not a real class, you're just going to have to pretend that you're sitting in one of these desks listening to me. You're also going to have to bear with me because in front of the video camera is way out of my comfort zone. I'm animated beyond words. If my 23 fourth graders were in here, they would tell you that is true. I stand here. I have a stool there. I'm very rarely on it. I have a desk over here with my chair. It shouldn't even be there. When I'm in front of my class, I walk back and forth continually, rarely sitting down. I get this book from the library. I show this visual over there. I tap a child on the shoulder. I have a child come to the board. I run to my overhead thinking I need this too. I pantomime with other students. We giggle and laugh at a goofy statement I said. I sing a song to help a point to get across to them. So basically, put me in front of a video camera and I'm shell-shocked. Hello, again, I'm Bonnie Walker. Notice when I was giving you the shell-shocked look of being in front of the video, I forgot to introduce myself. Myself is Bonnie Walker, and welcome to my class. I really am looking forward to a fun-filled year, one that will be a learning experience for both of us. I've been teaching in multi-age environments in various grades for over 15 years. If you look at me, and you can figure out it's been longer than 15 years, but we're not going to go there. Presently, I teach fourth grade at Hershey Christian School. I love chocolate. It would be my main staple, so it was a given that this would be where I would end up. I have a Bachelor of Education degree and a Master of Science in Education. I am married and have 2 daughters. My husband is the Director of Development for Paxton Ministries. Charity is she's our eldest, and prayerfully will be graduating this May with a major in theater. Stephanie is a sophomore in the Templeton Honor College at Eastern University, and presently her major is PP&E, which is philosophy, politics, and economics. Both Daddy and I are wondering what she's going to do when she graduates. We also have 2 cats that rule the house. When I'm not teaching 4th grade, creating courses for Fresno Pacific University, reading your online discussions, commenting on your reflective journals, or grading your assignments, I like to read. I read many educational books and journals, but my all-time pastime is reading historical romance novels. It's important to, stress-free, relax. I love to collect country items like candles, country home embellishments, and Victorian deco. Why classroom management and teacher efficacy, you might ask? You actually probably, if you've been teaching at least for 1 year, you won't be asking, why spend so much time on teacher efficacy? Since the first day I walked into the schoolroom, classroom management has consumed my thoughts and my time. I was just like the teacher you're going to see in the DVD, First Days of School, completely unprepared for the onslaught of behaviors, paperwork, curriculum, parent expectations, administration expectations, their demands, their nuances. You name it, you are going to be faced with it. I felt like the proverbial ill-prepared educator, totally ineffective and sadly lacking. And yet, I had all this knowledge under my belt. At least I thought I did. After all, I had a bachelor degree, and all my professors said I was ready to embrace the classroom. Not. Since that first day, I have spent the last decade researching, implementing, reflecting, evaluating, and reworking classroom management techniques. I have gone to countless seminars, read myriads of articles, own at least 6 like-themed subject matter books, and have taken 2 full grad classes on classroom management. I am still not an expert. However, I have gleaned a lot and have put into a lot of research-based strategies into my classroom management, hopefully making me an effective teacher. Together, I hope to teach you what I've learned over this decade, and hopefully you will teach me too. how is my course set up? My course is set up in modules, much like my room. My room is set up in pods. There's pods of desks. There's each room, each pod has a purpose. There's the computer lab. The students can go over to the computer lab and they can do their research. They can type a letter that they're writing to their pen pal in another state. We do the Great Mail Race. Racing to see all 50 states would hopefully send us a letter. They could go to the library, kick back and enjoy a good book during our drop, eat, and read. They can also go to the resource center. That's where they can sign out books. They can get a dictionary. They can get a thesaurus. They can get any manipulatives that they need for math. It's the hub of activity, that room. I want them to use their resources and to know how to work with them. Each part of the room has a purpose. That's how my brain works. Actually, that's how my brain works in its best way. There has to be a semblance of order, of groupings, for me to be able to function. Children need this too, they just might not know it. So my course follows that same format. Each module builds upon the other. As you progress through each module, you'll gain information and techniques that are research-based. Almost each module has a reflective journal entry or a discussion question. Sometimes you'll even see that I've included my own reflective journal entry. It'll give you some insight of how my brain thinks, or how I struggled with something, or how I'm still struggling with something. It might help you to synthesize your learning. Some modules will require you to plan a lesson plan, or plan a form like a parent-teacher conference form. Again, I have a lesson plan or forms that are created by me that I even use to this day. Each one of these modules will build upon another until you come to the inquiry project. This is where you're going to showcase your gleaned knowledge, the pinnacle of your learning, and the course knowledge assimilation, if you would. I've even included an entire inquiry project and PowerPoint presentation that I struggled through when I went through grad school. It's complete with my reflective entries, where you can really see my frustrations, my successes, and my victories of what I experienced, of all the research and the implementation that I did. At this point, I would ask if there's any questions, but since we don't have an open forum, that's going to be impossible. Please know that at any time you can email me, contact me through the forum. I will be there for you to give you any assistance that you need. Some of my best professors in my grad school were the ones that I could talk to at any time, and they're my friends today. This is a very rigorous course, but I trust that you will emerge the most effective and successful teacher ever. Good luck, and let's begin.